So this is the space colony where Eggman is hiding. What the?
Is everyone all right? We should be landing soon.
The hatch doors are
Don't
open.
sweat it, Knuckles. The only thing in the cargo bay are those
What do you
Master
mean, don't
Emeralds.
sweat it?
Right?
Land the
Knock
shuttle
it
and
off,
let me
Knuckles.
out.
We're gonna crash this thing if you keep that up. Oh no! Don't touch that lever! Whoa! What's up with that knucklehead anyway? Trying to take over the shuttle. I thought we were toast for sure.
Huh? Where did he go now?
Looks like he bailed.
This place looks deserted, dusty too.
This place was shut down about 50 years ago because of a terrible accident. The first Bernoulli spherical space colony, called ARC. When it was operational, it was the most advanced research center of its kind. But looking at it now...
Now it's an abandoned Ark, wouldn't you say?
There's not much time left before Eggman fires that weapon again. We've got to hurry. Let's find the cannon and destroy it.
Yeah! Someone designed that weapon to be impenetrable from outside attacks. Its defense shields are super strong, so we have to find a way to destroy it
Isn't
inside.
that a Chaos Emerald?
It looks like it, doesn't it? But in fact, it's a fake one I created after researching the real emerald. It has the same wavelength and properties, but it's less powerful than the real one. It's designed to reverse the energy field inside the Chaos Emeralds and blow up. It looks so real, even a machine can't tell the difference. I'll find the power supply and destroy it. Sonic, you find the control room, okay?
So the plan is, we'll switch the Chaos Emeralds when the machine is stopped, right?
I hate you! You guys always leave me behind and have all the fun!
How's it going, everyone? This is Yxlarb, and welcome back to my Sonic Adventure 2 walkthrough. In the last episode, we got through Eggman's pyramid and stole one of his shuttles after defeating a couple of the bosses therein. Now we are in space, pretty much the last major locale of the story, kind of the last chapter, if you will. This is where it all comes to fruition, pretty much. We're in the space colony Ark. We're in space. It doesn't get much more real than that. We've got just over 2 hours left until the eclipse cannon fires. I feel like I said that weird. The eclipse cannon fires, and okay, that's never happened before. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, so we just need to get to the bottom of this. We need to destroy the cannon. We need to stop it. We need to do whatever it takes. There are, of course, as you'd expect, some gimmicks. These machines here, I'll actually show them off. If you shoot at them, they explode. So you can easily hurt yourself with those. So you kind of want to avoid, I mean, if you can't help avoiding locking onto them, at least avoid blowing them up when you're nearby. The next gimmick is shooting at these dynamite packs, which you've come to get used to by now. If you get too close to those, you will get sucked right out into space. And that was honestly the death of me when I was a kid first playing this. I had a really tough time. It's like, come on, just give me a break here. Anyway, we got a little side deal here. We got this switch, which I don't know if that's required or not to get through this door. I'm not positive. I think it might be, but anyways, you can see we've also got dynamite packs along the floor, forcing us to do a little extra platforming. What is this, Mario? Oh, watch out for these dynamite packs. Yeah, we got through. I hate these guys with the guns that happen to fly. Alright, now here, as you can see, there's nothing except for cages back there, I guess. Steel cages. So we want to go back here, grab that rocket, and use it as a way to get through. Because, as you guys have seen, we found ways to get through steel doors, but unfortunately there's no way, aside from those rockets, at getting through these cages. They are just absolutely impenetrable. Absolutely. Positively. Now this is what I was talking about before. These slabs, if you go into their shadows, they will basically come down onto you immediately. And I don't mean they'll come onto you in a sexual way. I mean, well, it could be sexual depending on what you're into. But It will hurt. So if you don't like to be hurt, then avoid that. Now these guys, wow. They just couldn't help but do a little throwback to Sonic Adventure 1 with these chaos-like creatures. Pretty much what you have to do is you have to get close enough, wait for their heads to pop out, and then shoot at the absolute right moment. Because if you don't, they're just going to keep ricocheting back at you. Oh, I didn't realize I blew the floor up there. Get out of here, you guys. And now we've got lasers. It just gets crazier and crazier. Oh, no. Oh, no. You just basically want to land in between those. Avoid them as best you can. Get some unnecessary health. Man, things could not be going better here. Honestly, by the way, I don't know how to open up this door. Do you have to destroy these enemies? Let's see. Does that do it? It doesn't. I actually don't know how to open it, but I can't imagine there's anything too special back there. One of the major gripes I have with not just Sonic, but video games in general is the side exploration options, and I guess more specifically the motivation you have to explore. It's like in a Sonic game, I don't have, I mean, aside from, you know, optional upgrades, I don't generally have much motivation to go off the beaten path for any reason. It's like, what am I gonna find? Rings? Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, I guess rings are my health, but technically there's no difference between holding one ring and holding like 100 rings. You get hit, you're gonna lose all of them right then and there. Sure, you'll be able to pick up more if you're holding more, but not that many more. I don't think more than 10 at a time. So, you know, it's really not perfect in that way. What else can I find? Oh, an extra life. Great, I guess. I mean, it's okay. You know, it's not a great reward, but it's something, I guess. Oh, hey, what is this? Whoa. I don't know if I ever knew this existed. But see, this is what I'm talking about. I just found a secret side area, I found a life, and I found some rings. And it's like, that's it? Anyway, you land on this, and that'll take you upward, but that's not where we want to go. Right now, we want to come down here, take care of these things, hit this switch, and then, I guess, fly back up to that thing. Okay, good, it's there. I was worried it would go away forever. And that should open up this door up here. Perfect. Getting us our next required upgrade. The bazooka. It's a Vulcan cannon power-up. It's pretty much what the hammer gloves are for Knuckles. Now we can just break iron containers. I can't tell if the bullets actually look bigger. I would have had to do a comparison. I feel like they do somewhat. Yeah, I think they definitely look bigger, but it's hard to tell. Anyway, we are now in to another area that looks completely identical to like 2 rooms we've already seen at this point. Oh god, that was close. This, if you blow up both of those and then try to fly into that thing, oh, it's so treacherous. Because you might just get sucked right on in. Not good. It wouldn't be good. Not good for anybody, including myself. Anyway, what's in this? Anything? Nothing? Okay. I don't know why I'm bothering exploring something, but anyway, here, you try to land on this. Oh, it actually worked. Oh, never mind. It didn't work. That's what I was expecting to have happen. This is not a great section because since your gun isn't in front of you at all times, you have to just kind of keep trying to fire and just keep trying to lock on, and there's enemies flying all over the place. Super treacherous. But I do love that they explore the... Okay, it's not fair that you can just hit me through the door like that. It is cool that they deal with, you know, gravity mechanics, anti-gravity mechanics, and just an entirely different aesthetic. It's just really cool. Anyway, apparently we've been in this mission for like 6.5 minutes. Is that actually true? Is that even possible? I don't think I took like a real moment to break, but at least we can really rack up the combo at this point. And there it is. So that thing that you stand on will actually lock you in place. It won't allow you to go forward until you break them all, so you're kind of stuck with that. Oh, I think I would have gotten a good rank if it wasn't for my low ring count. B. Yeah, oh, I was basically guaranteed to get an A if I didn't get hit right there at the end. Ugh!
Okay, Sonic. Now put that emerald...
Tails, tell Sonic to meet you back at the research facility.
Sonic! Amy is...
I didn't get that, Tails. What happened to Amy? Tails!
Alright guys, I know there's only about 2 hours left to save the world before it all goes kind of kaplooey, but we've got a side upgrade that we can get now here in Prison Lane, Tails' first mission, now that we've got his bazooka. And yeah, it all comes around full circle. We just performed the last Tails mission, and now we're back at the first one. Yeah, and you're probably wondering, like, why are we starting at the very beginning of the mission to show where this side thing is? Can't you just go to where it is? You know, I kind of went back and forth on this for a while, and I thought, you know, what if someone who's, you know, really new is playing this, and they really want to know where, you know, this upgrade is, but they just, not this particular upgrade, but let's just say any upgrade, like, for example, the one I showed in Wild Canyon. If I just went to that side, to the side of the map where the upgrade was nearby, then someone who's new playing it might not know exactly where I am, and they might have to spend a little bit of time going back and forth trying to figure it out. And I just want to be as helpful as possible. Here, unfortunately, that same logic doesn't hold up because the upgrade is actually at the very end of the mission. So I understand that the same logic doesn't hold up, but I figure there's no such thing as a bad thing. Well, of course, there's such a thing as a bad thing. I was going to say, you know, having a few more minutes to just talk with you guys about a game I really love is never going to be a bad thing. That's more along the lines of what I wanted to say. So, yeah. Plus, now that we got these extra upgrades, we can, you know, fly through a little bit better. That's one thing. You know, this game, you know, it has a lot of replay value because, of course, you've got, you know, all the emblems to get. You've got, you know, Chow to raise. You've got all that. But another thing is, each time you go back through to play, whether you're trying to get rings or specific animals for your Chow or trying to better your ranks, whatever it may be, it gets easier and easier the more upgrades you have. As you can see, pretty much every time I jump, I'm using the booster in some way, and then of course being able to get through metal containers. Sometimes that might reveal, you know, somewhat of a shortcut. Sometimes it just might make it easier to progress. You know, reveal secrets so you can get extra rings, you know, which will help your ranking, etc. So it's just fun in that way. But anyway, guys, I can't believe how quickly we're coming down to the end of this. I mean, again, I know this game is short. I know it. I've played it seriously hundreds of times through. And, you know, but it just never stops surprising me. It's just kind of crazy. Anyway, here we are at the very end. We just have to get into this room, and then we may proceed. Let's go over here to the left. You may have noticed these at the very end of the first time we came through here. Got a couple of enemies. Oh, God. Shoot them, please. And then we can get it. The laser blaster. It pretty much is an upgrade to our current laser. Anytime it makes contact with an enemy, it'll explode in a wider range, I guess. Let's see if there's a way I can sort of convey that. We'd have to go back a little bit. Hopefully there are some enemies that I didn't kill. I feel like that isn't the case. I feel like I've pretty much killed everything on the way here. Okay, let me find some. Alright guys, here we are back at the very beginning. And there we go. As you can see, I don't really think the extra distance, that exploding radius, will do too much for you. Pretty much, if there's an enemy that's close enough, like right there, did you see how close those two enemies were? They still didn't explode. If they were any closer, then that means my laser pretty much already locked onto them. So really, that's not going to happen. However, I do still think there's a significant advantage to using this because the laser, first of all, it looks a lot cooler. I think blue is a lot cooler than the plain old yellow. But the laser also seems, to me at least, I might be wrong, it might just be like a, you know, like a forced perception based on the noise it makes and the blue coloring and whatnot, but it just seems like it moves a lot faster. So it's going to make your laser just a lot more useful in that way. By the way, I just realized I haven't shown off one thing. If you're really close to an enemy and then press B, see that? We like shoot like the front part of our plane at the enemy, and it's a physical attack. It's one of our few like direct attacks that isn't firing something. So there we go. Showed you guys a couple of things. Anyway, time to move on. Not with the story, but actually on to a new upgrade. Alright guys, I know we were just here last episode, but believe it or not, Tails' final upgrade is here. And so yeah, we're going to be flying through it once again. And of course, because we were just here not that long ago, I am going to try to really move it along. And I know you guys have been seeing a lot of Tails. You guys are like, come on, do Knuckles and Sonic even exist in this game? Man. But, I mean, Tails stuff just happens to line up just like that. But anyway, in case it wasn't obvious, and in case I didn't state it, like, explicitly, the bazooka was required to get that, because we had to go behind some steel crates, or, you know, iron crates, I mean. Iron crates. Here, we need it again, for pretty much the same reason. Taking some shortcuts here. Oh, I think I just saw... Let's test it over here. Let's just lock onto one. Oh, see that? I only locked onto 2 of them, and the third one still exploded. So yeah, I'd say this thing is overall helpful. Let's try to take out these enemies over here, just so they're out of our way. Shoot him, please. And then let's try to aim at just one. Wow, it hit all 3. Yeah, so who was I to say before that the laser blaster, or whatever it's called, isn't useful? It definitely is useful. Yeah. Anyway, here we are again from the beginning. As you just saw there, these crates materialize out of nowhere, and this is exactly where we want to go. Here we've got the most exciting upgrade of all, Mystic Melody. Yeah, I know. Not the best one to end on, but pretty much the same thing as Knuckles. You go up to one of these temple shrine things, play a flute-like deal, and then you can progress. Now, again, this one doesn't give us doesn't give us the location of the hidden Chao, but it does give us that Chao box, and it does give us an alternate route, pretty much, to progress with the level. So, I don't know. It might be worth it to you to do this, but here we are. We're already back on the main path. So, anyway, Tails is now fully decked out. He has no more upgrades to get. Very exciting, and it's time to finally progress with the story, which is good, because according to the math, we should probably have another hour and 45 minutes to save the world. It is a shame that Sonic was so close to putting that fake emerald into there and just, you know, sabotaging Eggman's plan, but of course Eggman, he is smart. He does have a 300 IQ, last I checked, so I guess, you know, he has, you know, some contingency plans. He's like, you know what? Can't risk the chance that Sonic's going to do something. Even if he doesn't know exactly what Sonic's doing right now, it's good that he's going forth and trying to be proactive, right? It's like, you know what? Just in case, let's also do this thing, shall we? Anyway, this is the final Knuckles stage, and believe it or not, there's another somewhat optional upgrade here. Now, I have to figure out exactly what side it's on. I feel like it might be this one. I feel like I'm wrong now that I've said that, though. But pretty much you want to take these weirdo rocks and punch them towards, like, doors like these. Now that I'm looking at it, I feel like that's not the door. I feel like it's one of these. So let's try. Oh, I failed. Oh, actually, I think it's this one. I think I remember because it's far out over here. Yep, this is it. So you want to hit it directly towards the door. And there you go. Now, often these doors will, you know, like the other ones, they might contain rings or lives or whatever they do. This one contains an iron crate with a switch. Now, what the switch does is opens up the, I guess, the entire floor in this, I don't even know what to call it. Honestly, it looks like a reactor of some sort. But pretty much, this here is like kind of an invisible wall. It's got some sort of power shield preventing us from getting in, so we have to go above like this and then fall in. Now, typically, there'd be, you know, nothing here but a floor. But if you go all the way to the bottom, when you flip that switch, you get the sunglasses. Now, these things pretty much work kind of like, I guess, the X-ray visor in Metroid Prime. You put them on by, you know, cycling through your options. So there's punch, dig, whistle, sunglasses. You press B, flip them on, and actually that was sort of anticlimactic. Okay, let's try again. So here, let's try again now that we're not near a spring. You go to sunglasses, press B, and here you go. You can see things that weren't there before. Now, not only can you see things that weren't there, but these rings obviously weren't there before, otherwise we would have collected them. If you jump or get hit, the sunglasses come off immediately. Presumably, you can also go through your menu. Okay, again. In case you can't tell what's going on there, in fact, I'm going to show you. By standing in, like, the corner or something. Here we go. This spring reappears. Well, now it reappears because we've seen it before. But that's pretty much what happens there. Is the spring appears and allows us to, well, not necessarily to get out of here because we're Knuckles. We can just climb out of pretty much any situation, so we're okay. But yeah, this upgrade is optional for story completion, but it is actually required for some of the, like, I'm pretty sure the hard modes, which is typically mission 5 of the Knuckles stages. Usually there will be some sort of like hidden spring or platform or something that you'll need to use in order to progress and get one of the hidden emeralds. So there we go. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out where this emerald is, actually. We've been running around for a little bit now. Obviously not really actively looking for it. We've been more so dealing with getting the optional upgrade. Where are you? Is it down here somewhere? Looks like it is. I just saw it go red. Oh! Well, shoot. I actually made that one a lot more difficult to get than it needed to be by getting rid of the floor. Anyway, the main gimmick here, aside from, just being in space, like I said, is the verticality of the stage. As you can see, there are just dozens and dozens of platforms. We could go up forever. This is one I highly suggest using hints for. Floating stone. Because it's just so big, there's just really no way to know where everything is. I mean, honestly, there will be times where you'll think, I have gone across the entire stage. If I haven't found it by now, it's literally nowhere. That will happen to you. In fact, that happened to me during my practice run. Here, I'm hoping to have a better time. Obviously, we're not going to get anywhere close to an A rank because we spent a lot of time going after and explaining the sunglasses, which aren't even going to be helpful to us in the story. But it is Knuckles' final upgrade, which is appropriate, seeing as how this is his final stage. What I like to do, pretty much, is go up to these highest points like this. And as you can see, aha, there it is. I don't think I've explained that, but this is the spiral upper. If you just spin the control stick around and then press B, he'll do it. So that's pretty cool. But as you can see, we were, floating all around up here, and there was absolutely no sign that it was there. In fact, I was probably 2 seconds away from just jumping down and saying, screw it, it's obviously somewhere else. So I'm glad I didn't do that. I'm also glad the second one was way up here. Sometimes it's in these containers. It likes to be in the containers. Ah, there's some green, but we've lost it. So that means it is a little bit higher up. Probably. Oh, we're in a bad spot here because there's no rocket, but we can jump up to here and then up to here. Let's just use this hint. Why not? We've already been here for so long. Circle the rotating beacon. Oh, so close. Yeah, let's try that. Why not? Whatever it takes to get me up higher. Come on. I could use another hint, but I just saw it as green up here. Whoa! Yeah, those meteors falling, not great. I see we saw it flash green there for a bit, and we haven't seen that again since. And this is, I think, where I landed after seeing it was green. So it's really strange that I haven't seen any indication again. Maybe I need another hint. A lot of small meteorites. Thank you. I see a lot of huge meteorites. Honestly, wow. Yeah, guys, I might just have to take a second to just look around. Oh! Here we go. It's in you. Oh, never mind. There it is. Wow, that last one was just brutal and not fun whatsoever.
I have to try harder.
Long time no see, treasure hunter. Did you find my emerald?
That's a good one. Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time.
Very well. If that's how you want to play, I will take it from you.
Finally, we get an opportunity to fight Rouge. And of course, although this is the first time, because it's much later in the story, the way you fight is significantly different from the previous Eggman fight and the Shadow fight. Now, kind of like in 2-player mode, which we will address a little bit later on, Rouge is going to have special powers. If she collects enough rings, well, actually, that's how the gimmick would typically work, but because she's a computer, she's just going to be able to get the powers regardless. Where are you? I guess she can climb up higher. What she likes to do is, here we go. She likes to fly above you and then kind of drill into you like that. And that's not meant to be sexual. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do to her. It usually works. Ah, dang it. Wow, I just died to a character boss fight. Who does that? But yeah, it can be pretty tricky once the ground opens up and we start having, the air pushing us up pretty much. But pretty much what you want to do is you want to spin around. Come here. You're bothering me. So pretty much you'll just keep, blocking your attempts when you just hit her straight on. Kind of like Shadow, you want to hit her from behind. That's what he said. And then otherwise you want to drill her from above, right? Just like that. Of course, you want to actually hit her. So she'll just be kind of running around desperately looking for rings, and then you just want to keep hitting her before she can collect all that she needs to perform her special attacks. When she's just floating in mid-air though like that, you really can't do anything to her. You just have to, I guess, collect these rings ahead of her so that she can't. See, here she goes. She's trying to do it. Aha! She was about to do it. She still will. Do it. I don't know what it's actually called, but she's doing some sort of... She's creating a black hole, which will just hurt you, make you lose all your rings. I mean... Again? Wow. Getting greedy there. Yeah, but we took her out. Wow. That was tough. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy this last cutscene, and then next time we're going to complete the hero story.
Stop fooling around and give me back my emerald.
What are you babbling about? Call yourself a hunter, attacking a lady? Shame on you!
What kind of lady goes around stealing gems anyway?
Those belong to me! Ah! What in the world? Keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch me.
Is that how you say thanks to someone who just saved your life?
Saving my life. Don't think I owe you one. You just wanted to hold my hand, didn't you? That's why you saved me. You're such a creep.
This isn't a joke. Think what you want, Batgirl. I was saving the Master Emerald.
No matter what you say, it sounds crazy.
What?
Fine, then just take them. They stink like echidnas do.
If that's what you thought, you should have given me them in the first place. Finally.
What?
I'm sorry if I hurt you.
We should get going.